You are standing in an elevator with a colleague. Silence. You want to say something, but your mind goes blank. Or maybe you are at a networking event, surrounded by people having animated conversations, and you are holding your drink, pretending to check your phone. Sound familiar? Here is the truth. Small talk is not just polite chit-chat. It is how relationships begin. It is how you build professional networks. It is how you show confidence in English. And the good news? Small talk follows patterns. Once you know those patterns, conversations become natural, even enjoyable. This is the Shadowing Lab. We explore topics that matter while building your English skills. Today, you are learning the art of conversation. And along the way, you are picking up phrases you can use immediately in real situations. Remember, pause or replay the video for effective shadowing that builds muscle memory. Listen, then repeat. Let us start with the phrase, break the ice. This idiom means to start a conversation in a social situation where people do not know each other well. When you break the ice, you are making the first move to reduce tension and create connection. You might say, I tried to break the ice by asking about her weekend plans. So how do you actually start a conversation? The secret is using open-ended questions. These are questions that cannot be answered with just yes or no. They invite the other person to share more information. Compare these two questions. Closed question. Did you have a good weekend? The person can just say yes, and the conversation dies. Open-ended question. What did you do this weekend? Now the person has to give you details. They might mention a restaurant, a movie, a trip, and suddenly you have something to talk about. Here are some conversation starters you can use in different situations. At work or professional events. What brings you here today? How do you know the host? What kind of work do you do? Notice these questions show genuine interest. The word genuine means real and sincere, not fake. When you ask genuine questions, people feel it. They respond more openly. In casual social situations, how is it going? Have you been here before? What do you think of this place? And here is the universal conversation starter that works everywhere, the weather. Yes, it sounds boring. But talking about the weather is a cultural practice in English-speaking countries. It is safe, neutral, and easy. You can say, beautiful day, is it not? Or, this rain will not stop, will it? These are called tag questions, short questions added at the end of a statement to invite agreement or response. Now, let me teach you a useful phrase, common ground. This means shared interests or experiences between people. Finding common ground is the key to keeping conversations alive. For example, if someone mentions they are from your city, that is common ground. If they mention a hobby you share, that is common ground. When you find it, the conversation flows naturally. Here is a quick dialogue example. Listen and notice the flow. Person A. How is it going? Person B. Pretty good, thanks. Just finished a long meeting. How about you? Person A. Same here. Meetings all morning. What kind of work do you do? Person B. I am in marketing. We just launched a new campaign. Person A. Oh, interesting. What industry are you in? See how each response gives new information? That is how conversations build momentum. The energy that keeps things moving forward. Once you start a conversation, how do you keep it going? The answer is simpler than you think. Active listening. Active listening means showing the other person you are paying attention. You do this with short phrases like, "That is interesting." "Really? Tell me more about that." "How did that work out?" "That sounds amazing." These phrases encourage the other person to continue talking. They show you care about what they are saying. Here is another useful technique called the Ford method. Ford stands for family, occupation, recreation, and dreams. These are 4 safe topics you can explore in almost any conversation. Family. Do you have any siblings? Or where is your family from? Occupation. What do you do for work? Or how did you get into that field? Recreation. What do you do for fun? Or have you traveled anywhere interesting lately? Dreams. What are you working toward right now? Or any exciting plans coming up? These topics give you endless material for conversation, and they help you avoid awkward silences. Speaking of awkward, let me teach you the phrase, "hit it off." This idiom means to immediately like someone and have a good conversation with them. You might say, "We hit it off right away and talked for an hour." But what if the conversation is not going well? What if you need to leave politely? Here is how you wrap things up. Another useful phrase meaning to finish or conclude something. Polite exit strategies. "It was great talking to you." "I should let you go. I know you are busy." "Let us catch up later." "I am going to grab another drink. Nice meeting you." The phrase "catch up" means to talk with someone you have not seen in a while and share recent news. It is perfect for ending conversations because it suggests future connection without commitment. Now, here is something important. Not every conversation will be perfect. Sometimes you will say something awkward. Sometimes there will be silence. That is normal. The word awkward means uncomfortable or embarrassing in a social situation. But here is the secret. Everyone feels awkward sometimes. Native speakers, too. When awkwardness happens, you can recover with humor or honesty. You might say, "Sorry, I am not great at small talk," or, "Well, this got quiet fast." People appreciate honesty. It actually builds rapport, a sense of connection and understanding between people. Let me give you one final phrase. How about you? This is the most powerful phrase in conversation. After you answer a question, always turn it back to the other person. "I am doing well, thanks. How about you?" "I work in education. How about you?" "I had a quiet weekend. How about you?" This keeps the conversation balanced. It shows you are interested in them, not just talking about yourself. Here is what we covered today. Small talk is not pointless. It is how you build relationships and show confidence in English. Start conversations with open-ended questions. Find common ground. Use active listening phrases to keep things flowing. And when it is time to leave, wrap things up politely with phrases like, "It was great talking to you," or "Let us catch up later." Here is your challenge this week. Start one conversation using the phrases we practiced. It could be with a colleague, a neighbor, someone at a coffee shop. Do not wait for perfect conditions. Just break the ice. Then come to the comments and tell us, who did you talk to? How did it go? What phrase worked best for you? Let us learn together. Remember, pause or replay this video to practice your pronunciation. Shadow the rhythm, the pauses. That is how you build real fluency. This is the Shadowing Lab, where we explore what matters and learn English along the way. I am Jessie. Do not just learn English, live it.
For more practice and updates, click on the video you are watching on the screen. Keep building your confidence and get closer to mastering your English fluency. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.